we will have a full breakdown because you are required by Sports Talk Radio to break down Happy Gilmore. The discourse this weekend on social media uh, was like if you liked it, people push back against it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like anytime I saw anyone on social media say like, it's not that bad, they'll go right after him because I think people just have so much love for the original.
The original, I was in college. Okay. I enjoyed the original. I didn't expect this one to be any better or to win an Academy Award. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to watch a stupid movie, and I got that with every friggin' cameo that you could imagine. But what do you think the reaction would be? And we're getting more of these straight to Netflix because Naked Gun, the reboot, comes out on Friday. That is into the movie theaters, right?
Yes, that will be
That's
in
not a.
theaters.
So what if Happy Gilmore 2 had gone to the movie theater instead of straight to streaming? Do you think the reaction this weekend would have been different for the people like you and me that were like, you know what? It was a funny dumb movie.
I mean, I think more people would actually be more upset about it, I think.
If it was in the
Because
movie theater and it was like
I
that,
think if it was in a movie theater, just because yes, there is a lot of aspects of the film that I was like, I don't know, especially like the second half, like I think the first half actually had a very good story. Second half kind of fell off and it's definitely good more for like a Netflix film, I think. And if it was in theaters, I don't think it because people would have to actually spend like more money on it, get snacks, get all that instead of just their usual Netflix subscription. So I think in the theaters it'd be a little bit more upsetting, but I think as a Netflix film, it was something fun. I had a good time watching it.
I mean, Happy Gilmore will never be Caddyshack, which is the greatest golf
No.
movie of all time, which was released, I think, this past weekend about 45 years ago. The one thing that you will find if you've not watched it yet, and if you've not watched it, good luck because everybody's spoiling it. But there's really no plot. There's just a lot of plots that they tried to run through, and like the first half and the second half of the movie are completely different.
Exactly.
Um, but it showed you that nostalgia is undefeated. Like we love nostalgia. Anything from our past, like the cameos and the references to the first movie, I got like very giddy about. I'm like, oh yeah. It became a cult following when it was released about 30 years ago. But anything with nostalgia nowadays, when you hear John Tesh and you hear the NBA on NBC music, and you're like, the days of the noon game at the Garden between the Knicks and the Heat and singing that song. And look at wrestling. So Hulk Hogan passes away last week, and we go down rabbit holes of watching Hogan and Rock, Hogan and Macho Man, all of these great matches that Hogan wrestled in, and because we like nostalgia, and we look at even the gear we buy. Would you rather buy? Would you be more likely to buy coaches gear? That is what the current coaches are wearing, or what T.O. wore back in the day.
Probably what T.O. wore back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, nostalgia is undefeated. And this is why if I'm a professional sports organization, and I think the big four and then like the next four professional sports organizations are doing a good job because they recognize content creators and they've got content creators of their own, but they don't give us enough of the old school. Like one thing wrestling is doing, and kudos to WWE's YouTube channel, is they are almost on a daily basis, they are uploading old wrestling matches in a sport where, we all kind of got brought into the sport back in the day of, like Hogan. Before you were, when Dusty Rhodes and that crew, you were like, okay, I'm into wrestling. And then Hogan showed up and Hogan changed the way we look at wrestling. But WWE almost daily, and this wasn't just because of Hogan's passing, they upload old matches. And you ought to look, Jake, at the views on those old matches.
No, it's crazy. My dad loves watching the old matches all the time.
I would have, if Major League Baseball, and I didn't look, so maybe they have, and if they have, this is great. I would have loved for them to put up like Ichiro's best game after his incredible speech yesterday at Cooperstown. If they would have thrown that up on a YouTube channel, on an MLB YouTube channel with nostalgia, Hell yeah, I would have watched it. Hell yeah, after Dave Parker's passing, if they would have played the All-Star game from the Kingdome, which features his throw from right field, yeah, I'm watching that. But Happy Gilmore, too, reminded us nostalgia, undefeated. It's not living in the 90s. It's just we like the old school stuff.
Oh, definitely.
And they knew exactly who their audience was going to be. It was their audience, like myself, who was fat, drunk, and stupid at 21 that watched the movie. And I know that the characters are older. I'm older. I want to be drunk, fat, and stupid again watching this movie. And I got there.
Hey, and I think that's what it was aiming for, and I think that's that's what you needed. I mean, I had definitely had so many laughs during the movie, so I was happy with it, and I love original Happy Gilmore. One of the first ever movies my dad showed me was
Mhm.
Happy Gilmore, and you know, all the nostalgia, and I did like the references to other Adam Sandler movies as well.
Yes.
I wonder. I'm kind of have a weird feeling this could be his last hurrah.
Like
It's
being in movies?
like, I mean, I think he'll still be in some movies, but like one where like he's the main like person. It just kind of feels that way. He had his daughters in this movie.
Yeah, okay.
All these references. I'm like, I'm kind of wondering. I mean, Adam's getting. I mean, I guess what is he going to be? He's 58, I think. So I wonder if it's getting to that point where he's going to kind of take a back seat. And this kind of, if this was his last one, I would say it was a fun time.
He doesn't really have any more like, okay, let's do a sequel to a previous one. Like they're not going to do a sequel to Click.
No.
I don't think. And there is nobody clamoring for a sequel to that movie. Uh the other thing that people are going to see cuz he also kind of makes you I don't think you can watch the if you're a fan, you can't watch it one time because there are so many cameos. Sometimes the cameos overshadowed the plot or whatever the plot was going to be.
Yep.
Now, they did take a crack at Liv, subtly, which was really, really good. And that's one of the plot lines. But there were so many cameos that you have to go back because you missed them. But one of the best cameos, and I love you're mentioning uh, references to past movies. They also have a lot of references to Happy Gilmore 1. Love that Vern Lindquist was back. Um, is there anything that Scotty Scheffler doesn't do well?
Oh, Scotty was great.
I think Scotty Scheffler, if we did a power rating of the best performances in Happy Gilmore 2, Scotty Scheffler is in the top 3. Is there anything that the guy does not do well? He is great with the driver. He's great with a flat stick. He is great in acknowledging that yes, that was him that farted at the Open last week. Let's see. He is a felon who beat a rap. All right. And he also in this movie is really good. There's nothing.
No.
There's nothing that Scotty Scheffler can't do. But he's definitely one. So I don't think Adam Sandler was very good in this movie, but he was, of course, Happy Gilmore. I don't know. I think he got into it and he's like, I don't need to be the main character. That
Yeah.
was my observation.
I mean, I still feel like he still was the main character, but I mean, he did take a backseat to kind of show off other people's stories a bit.
You get let John Daly shine.
Yeah.
John Daly was great in this movie. And then all of Sandler's friends that show up, like John Lovitz, But if you've not seen it, you're not really going to be spoiled. Like you're not going to I'm not consuming any media. I'm not listening to the radio or anything else because I don't want to have spoilers on Happy Gilmore. Trust me, there are no spoilers, but we'll discuss a little bit later. This became like a fight this weekend. We needed football in the worst way, is we were fighting over Happy Gilmore. There's two people in this world today. There are people that liked Happy Gilmore, and there are people that absolutely hated Happy Gilmore. And it has become a fight.
It has. A lot over social media.
It's like comical. Of like, how did we get to this point? What did you expect when you walked in? Did you expect like something that was going to compete for an Academy Award? It's Happy Gilmore 2. Have you not seen Happy Gilmore 1? Happy Gilmore 1 did not win an award. And also, if you don't like, if you think Adam Sandler's shtick is old, you're like, this will not change your opinion. You're like, yeah, Uncut Gems, I thought he was okay in that. All that other stuff, this movie will not change your opinion at all.
I mean, it's always going to be classic Adam Sandler yelling, being loud, beating some people up. You're always gonna get that in some Sandler movies.
Chris writes into the Equitable Bank inbox, where they take banking personally. Good morning, old man Doug. Two fine locations. You can email us, Gary at 1620thezone.com. He said, I would be freaking pissed if I had actually spent money to go see that in a theater. I mean, it was a garbage show, but since it was free, I watched it and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
If you did go to a theater, well, if you were going to a theater, you would go because you already liked Adam Sandler, okay, and you liked Happy Gilmore 1, and you're going to watch it, okay, because there's been such a buildup for it, and you got all these different cameos, and so you're going to go. But if you might also say, okay, I'm iffy. I'll wait till it comes out on stream. Yeah, people that the reaction of it being on Netflix where you could sit on your couch and watch it instead of going to a theater where you were, laying it out earlier, you'd have to, it's not just the movie ticket, it's popcorn, drink, the hassle of parking wherever you might go to watch the movie.